Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I made that special report if you watched it for and interesting, very interesting situations here, very interesting energies. Um, there are a lot of connecting with the consciousness, subconscious energies, especially we're talking about is that. You feeling it, okay? You can feel everything that it needs to be triggered within yourself, and it's a beautiful energy. But I'm talking about beautiful in a way that things that you have not addressed, things that you have not looked. And since the moon, it's gonna be opposing Pluto, and Pluto is that shadow dweller subconscious, where the one side is giving you all this things, but underneath. So I'm going to be asking you to dive deep, deep within yourself in there because everything has to comes in against your intuition. Everything comes in. You may want to feel a lot of the lower energies within Mars and Venus with your masculine and feminine energies because they're not going to have a positive aspect. And begin stamped within the moon that puts so much pressures is in there. You feel the pressures, okay? All you need to do is handling that pressure within you and let the things naturally unfold. Because if they don't naturally unfold, if you interfering at the current moment present of time, you don't understand what choices you need to make. You need to understand the choices unfolding in front of you. That is one of the things that lately we've been talking about with this. And funny things though, when you talk to one person in the morning, you can then talk to another person on the other side of the continents for it, and it's the same thing. And you see the collective energies with other people. You actually, like a third side, you're talking up here where I'm at, and you see it that the energies are the surface as you see them is a one thing. But when you begin to dig deep within you, they are a completely different story. And for some of you, those could be triggers from very deep in the past of your actions, reactions. How you gonna act upon it? How you gonna be doing it? This situation. Specifically, we're talking about Mars, because Mars, when he doesn't know what is it doing, what is it doing, destroys everything. And Venus, who doesn't know what the love is, at the current present moment of time, where she's have a lot of insecurities. And this is going to be testing you, where you're standing at, what do you do with this? Are you doing the right things for it? And please, what it does is um, during those times of shadowing energies in there, don't make a firm decisions. This is one of the power of Aquarius of undecisiveness. But take a look at it right now. That power of Aquarius of undecisiveness can help you later on to decide what you need to do. To remind your Aquarius when they have to buy something, even if that is a um, pair of shoes or even a book from the library or tarot cards or anything that it's the worst thing is car, man. Tell me about that one. They have to go to the store, they have to see it, they have to go back, they have to rethink, they have to refuel, and then they're like, oh my God, what I'm doing, let me go get it, and they go ahead and do it. But wait for these energies because the energies of moving ahead are right now opposing your intuitions. Don't listen your intuition currently. Listen at your own guts. Where the guts are, though. Okay, where those energy of the guts are. They are currently within the Earth energies. This in the Earth energies within yourself. What is this? Jupiter and Venus. That's all you need. It's all you have, and continue diving within those deep waters because it's gonna be diving deep. Now, some of you even gonna go so deep within yourself, like you never done it before. All right, so this is gonna be that kind of like the man, like this report. So here is the chart for you guys there. And talking about those energies is this right here. That's Pluto. Here it's Mars and Venus. As you see, there is no positive energies too much that goes on for it. Here it's the moon. That's got that divine energies with the sun, but the sun currently is in Pisces. At the end, you see it, those energies, and they look at it too. But this um, growth that you want to see. But until the growth gets there, the sun, the authority, has to go through Pisces, through Aries to meet Jupiter. That's mean you're going to need like at least about 2 months and so up there to get there. Because when the sun comes in at May, that's going to be the unifications with Venus, the Sun, Jupiter, and Uranus at the age of Taurus, Gemini's energies. Okay, but currently that is the only current present moment. That doesn't mean that this is going to be forever. So midheaven is going to be at Sag. That is divine energy towards Uranus. That's what it's going to come in the morning. Very beautiful energies with the North Node. For it, you walking in that path. For Lilith, it's currently still in Virgo. That energy is going to comes in and affecting everything, even overshadows and authority within yourself. But that is going to have a divine purpose. So either way, if you, as most of the people are out there, they are like, if you win or lose, you learn lessons. Okay, if you win, you learn the lesson how you win. If you lose, you learn what it takes you to win. So either way, the evolution is coming. Either way, the situations are coming good for you. So you don't have to really stress about it. All it does asking you, don't make firm decisions because Pluto right now it is asking you to reevaluate everything from your past. He will dive deep during the two positions, and you're gonna see it every 28 days from now. Every time that something goes in Leo, it's gonna trigger that uh, portions of your consciousness. So talking about 8 o'clock, midheaven, it's gonna go into a Capricorn, time to work. You're gonna feel that energies of work, beautiful with facing the authorities and limited limitations, situations at work. Bosses, authority, business is gonna be comes in and moving, but it's not business has anything that goes on. You may gonna feel that there is an energy going against you right there. For it with that squaring towards the ascendant and Neptune, and if you have that energies, you're gonna feel it within. But the ascendant there is at Aries, that's the rising energy, is about that intuition that's going to be coming in. But that intuition, as you see it, is the beginning these new things inside it. Here's a Mars and Venus right there, and that ascendant of Aries is just coming with that energies for the moon. So basically, that is a when you find a way how to resolve all these debacles, that's going to be at 8 o'clock. If that is a situation, it doesn't matter what area of concerns and growth and renovations and uh, getting it there is going to come to you. You're going to be able to see. But as I said, look at it right here. That's Pluto. That is a diving deep, okay? Diving deep within you. You're going to be triggered one way or another. This triggers is going to come in. I mentioned that about this red triangles in there. You're gonna feel that triangle pretty much the whole day because at the end of the day, which is gonna be like 11 o'clock, the moon, Mars, and Venus is gonna be swapping this place, and that triangle is gonna be pointed here, which is gonna be ending with you evaluating relationships, which is gonna be the seventh house. You're going to see it in your charts about 11 p.m. But right now, currently, that energy as Mars and Venus is going to be on the top of all this. This is all about you to see the things far, far forward for you. You may not see it very well, but you're going to see it. That energy is going to comes in. It's coming from the ascendant, which is Jupiter, who says currently, that growth right here, I'm suppressing it because the moon is affecting. There is the energies that is affecting. And you are gonna be feel like I'm not doing, I'm not searching, I'm not getting, I'm not moving. This is the time when the Aquarius is like, I can't stand this. If you're Aquarius, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're Libra or Gemini, you can't handle pressures in there. You feel this air under pressure that needs to come out. And one of the pressure is going to come out is what? Either your Mars or a Venus is going to blow up, or maybe both. All of a sudden, you are going to be feeling this energy is like, I want to end everything, I want to finish everything, and you think the pressure is going to go away. Bullshit. That pressure is going to be on because it's a collective pressure of changing your consciousness, not changing your environment. Environment, it is around you as an energy. By you changing your process, how you see it, then it's going to have the reflections of the outcomes in there. Not like, okay, let me take care of this, and I think that the problems will be solved. Problems will not be solved. And evolution tells you you're going to repeat everything until you get it right. All right. So, talking about the next hour, those energies, which is this is going to be at 10 o'clock, that Pluto is going to be there. As I said, the ascendant of Gemini is going to tell you. Wait when the sun goes into Gemini, that authority with Pluto. You're gonna feel those positiveness that is gonna come in. And currently is about, I don't want to hear about what is the current authority of Pisces and what's going on with this Mercury, because currently Mercury, it is doesn't have positive aspects. So basically, what this is one of the things is like when you make a firm decision, you're spoken about it, but currently you can't. That's how the energies are. You can't. Even if you do, you're trying to do what you have to. It's very confusing energies. I mean, that energy of the sun when it moves to Pisces, this is when you go and dive deep within the waters. And when a Venus is going to be moving in there, unfortunately, Mars is also going to go into Pisces in there. You're going to feel even those deep waters, even more. But what's going to happen is he's going to come out of these waters. Venus is going to come out of the waters. She's going to go to areas. Mars is going to comes out of this Piscean energy. He's going to be like, okay, let me go rock the world. The question is are you going to rock the world or are you going to burn the world? And you think that you rock the world. Well, that is the power of you. What you have, what is your planets are, and where are you going to be then? Um, There we go. It's adjusting right now. So talking about these energies of 12 o'clock currently, ascendant is at Cancer, beautiful energy that's mid-heaven and Mercury. If you're talking about family situations, family things, as is here, that ascendant is giving this beautiful power to anybody. even gives the power towards Mars and Venus in there. That is this energy of the divine that it comes in. You have all those energies that personally, Mercury right now is like, we need to take a new step. The sun inside of it, Pisces, is like, okay, but what do you mean? What is this? I need to know everything. And this is why Pisces, they want to know everything. They want to know. And they somehow they knew it. That is a when this power of authority is like, I want to know everything from A to Z is gonna be okay before I do what I'm supposed to do, before I start something new. And since Saturn is also in Pisces, a lot of the people wants to learn and that. And you're gonna know in the next 2 years, you're gonna feel these energies. You're not gonna run away from those energies. Okay, you're not gonna run away from those energies. They're gonna be, and that energy is actually is gonna comes in more and more stronger in the next 5 days because the sun is gonna meet Saturn, and some of you is gonna be facing face to face with your limits at the end, what you can and what you cannot do. And when you understand what you cannot do, find a way you to do it. That's how you will evolve. All right. So, talking about the next hour, the midheaven, it's moving more within the Pisces. Ascendant is in the mid Cancer. Not as bad the energies. The universe is gonna comes in and talk, but currently Uranus is squaring the moon, so is Jupiter is squaring the moon, and that T square with Jupiter is gonna be like things in the material world doesn't go, things in the material situations doesn't go. Um, does it really doesn't go, or are you not responding on that? Are you getting into this test? As you see right here, currently, Pluto doesn't have no aspect anymore, even with the moon. And Venus and Mars, they are right here, are doesn't have a positive aspect. This is when the shadow comes in. And especially this is a duality energy of Mars and Venus in there. They're kind of like a left within, alone within the age of Aquarius. You're kind of like a left in this. Um, Imagine you are in a planet that all of a sudden you arrive on this planet, it's only you and your partner and nothing else is there. And now it triggers the cramp of every possible scenario that you can think of, right? And especially if you know it can come back, right? That's what the Aquarius energy can represent. And you're going to be feeling these energies. And be mindful about it. Don't, as I said, stay away from firm decisions. The water gets deep. The water gets deep, but you need to have a new beginning. Even as you said, as I said, you're on this planet and there, and guess what? That energy here from Pluto and Mars and Venus is asking for this new beginning, and that energy is going to be down to the ascendant. And the ascendant is going to give you the divine messages. You're following that energy, that red triangles here. All you have to do is you to understand it, that this is the current energies, and that's what you need to do. Understanding the energies and refrain from the actions because that is going to be getting into you. But the moon currently is also trying with the North Node and Chiron. You should listen it within the intuitions isn't there. You should gaining that informations within. Currently, Saturn is in divine energies with um, the moon, and those energies are telling you to facing limits, learning, expanding, grow. How much can you grow? As much as you can. The more is better. You are going to need that. All right. Tough times, tough challenges, right? The ascendant is together with the moon. Now, that energy of the moon is you facing it directly. That will be at 3 o'clock, probably at 3 o'clock. You already feel these pressures inside of you. You're feeling those energies inside of you. You're like, oh my God, and so on and so on. That energy doesn't resonate pretty much with the growth in the universe. It's kind of like everything tells you fight the universe, okay? And seeing it within this, it's kind of like a rough positions because Mars and Venus doesn't have any more positive aspect. Pluto doesn't have any. Currently, Jupiter is pretty much out of the picture as well, and there, so is Neptune. It's kind of like you don't have a visions. You don't know what's going on with your masculine and feminine energies. You're going to some kind of transformations that you don't understand. And now you have these pressures isn't there. It's like, what on earth do you, during the transformations, during the overriding, you stay put. You're replacing your operation system on your computer and you're trying to use your computer. It's not going to work. You're reinstalling your computer, you're restarting your computer, but at the moment you are restarting, you want to work. It's not going to work. And this is what that energy is. You to wait. You to wait the proper timings. All right, so we're talking about 4 o'clock. Midheaven goes into Taurus. That even puts more pressures in there. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio's energies are triggered at this time because descendant in there. It's gonna show up within. So looking at those positions in there, you're going to be depending on communications, of course. You're going to be depending of authorities, authority figures, and you're going to be looking at what you need to learn, what you have to grow, not what resolving those issues currently. Because even if you try, you can't. There are the pressure, there are the situations, and you have to allow the situations to unfold in front of you, not to be over reactive because probably in the past you were overreacting and now you get in a reminder from the North Node with the moon that the destiny says like don't overreact because you're gonna screw up the destiny you have. You have to heal that past inside of you. This is why those intense energies are coming towards you. It's not about you and your partner. Some of the people, they're going to think like, yeah, I'm going to let go of my partner. I'm going to remove my partner. And then that energy is going to go away. It's not going to go away. And you have to get off of these illusions because that energy is about you. How you going to be acting and reacting? It has nothing to do with outside sources, outside interferences. It has to do with you, your deep consciousness. And Pluto is tricky, okay? Pluto is the secret god, okay? He's the creations of the unknown. Nobody knows it out there, what the creations and so on. Well, some do. That's a whole other point. All right, talking about 5 o'clock, guys. The ascendant goes into Virgo, that it's going to be opposing Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury. And Mercury right now opposing something in Virgo. It's kind of like a challenge for it. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to tell myself. I don't know what's going on. And this analytical mind in there, it is about out of service. And you're seeking for transformations and expansions. And these transformations and expansions are showing up here with Pluto, that divine's energy with the ascendant. Other than that, you're like, I'm out of communications, I'm out of order, and have these limitations. I'm going that hermit mode. If you're Virgo, you know what I mean by hermit mode. And take a look what you have in Virgo, because that is not only hermit mode. That represents the hospital, guys. That is at the time when you go there and heal, okay? Heal whatever you have to heal, guys. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is that's going to be at 6 p.m. Ascendant, it's still at mid Virgo, close to Lilith. See that after you healing, what do you have? You have the universe works with you, and you have a Jupiter working with you coming down. You have these divine energies from Lilith that are pointing towards the North Node. If you heal the Lilith within you, guess what? If you heal these Kali energies inside of you, you become what? You become Shakti, right? You're healing that Kundalini within yourself. You're rising above it. But that is facing the learning, the teachers, you're facing the authority there, and you're facing communications, what you're telling yourself, especially that work right now with the midheaven right here, which is the Gemini. What do you need to do? You gotta learn to be a friend with Mars and Venus, and you have to be a friend with the transformations that's going on. You have to be okay. Despite of everything, you have to keep moving forward. And talking about moving it forward, Ascendant moves a little bit further within Virgo. The midheaven it's still at the Gemini, but that energy is going to be working directly with the North Node, and it's going to be working with the Moon right here. Other than that, the energy is going to be intense. They've been intense. That intensity is coming, but as you see it, the moon's not going to have too much power. Kind of like the things is going to be like, okay, to happen, whatever it's going to happen, I surrender. I'm just doing what is this I need to do. I'm focusing what is my destiny. I'm focused what I need to do. Not focus on this Mars and Venus because currently Mars and Venus they're out of order. I'm not interested in these transformations because that transformations is out of order. I don't know what I'm seeing it because Neptune is not currently not seen as much because he is opposing the visions I see, and you are like, what else I need to do? You're trusting that after the storm that we are going through, you're gonna be growing, you're gonna be evolving. That's what you need to, because the Sun and Mercury, they are sextile in Jupiter and Taurus, and you are currently aware on Earth. All right. Talking about 8 o'clock in the afternoon, there the ascendant is at Libra. That is a divine energies with Mercury, the Sun, and Saturn will be midheaven. It's at Cancer. That is a familiar energy to you. That was the energy about 5 hours ago that you saw coming towards you. That is this divine energy towards Pluto, the divine transformations that it's there, the authority that it needs to be, the balance that it needs to be. And who makes the balance there? It's the Libra. Pay attention to what you have on the first degrees of Libra, the last degrees of Virgo. This is going to be crucial to tell you what it is. Whatever house you have those, that's what is determining it. If that's the fourth house, you have things at home. That's the fifth house. You have things with kids. That's the seventh house. You have relationships. That is the 10th house. Is about your work. You're probably a doctor if it is the 10th house. Anyway, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes into the south node, facing the north. And midheaven is at mid Cancer of these positions for as you see it at this time. Okay, the moon it doesn't oppose anymore Mars and Venus. The moon has been past that level. She's like, okay, no more pressure on this. I think I overdone it. I think I overstretch it. I think I overthink too much. And this is going to bring a little bit less within the pressure that's coming in, but it's only going to be like giving you a break, okay? Because you're going to see it in 2 hours from now. You're going to see that same energy is coming and is more active because right now it's working into your intuition. But focus within yourself and you're going to be resolving the things that you need to do and maintain this balance. The ascendant that is at Libra is in divine energies with Jupiter, which is great energy. And at the same time, we have this sextile with the moon, and that moon energy is going into North Node. You're resolving the things inside of you. At the same time, because the ascendant is opposing this energy, which is normal, because South and North Node, they're always opposite from each other. But that ascendant is going to show you, look how good you did in the past and look how can you perform it, but you have to use your intuition and understanding. And at the same time, the ascendant that it's going down, that energy towards Mars and Venus is like, yeah, I trust and have a faith of that unifications, that love, that new energies in there. It's gonna be interesting for some of the people. What did they have to do with in that? Right. Talking about 10 o'clock, you see that energy is coming. It's kind of like a rising, and you're like, yeah, everything was kind of like a cool. I find my balance. I got everything in there. I got everything in the control. And now all of a sudden, I'm again, I have this. Look at it currently, that the ascendant in there. It is at 22 degrees of Libra for it. But midheaven, it's exactly at 0 degrees and 19 minutes within Leo. That was the point where the moon began it there. That is the union between the moon and the sun. Currently, the moon, it is within Leo. And that is going to tell you that like this emotions is going to be trying to rule over you. But those emotions, guess what? They are squaring Jupiter and Uranus. That intuition's leading you to fight the universe and the world. And you're like, what that is, Leo? What is that? Yeah, your intuition is going to lead you to that. Kind of like a self-sabotage within the material world. And you're going to feel this energy even the next day. But that energy is going to begin at 11 o'clock. Because as you see that midheaven right here, that it's together with the sun, it is opposing Venus and Mars. The ascendant is at Scorpio, and that energy is affecting Pluto, Mars, and Venus, which is they're going to be down into the shadow while the moon is going to be high at night in the horizon. You're going to see her. It's almost like 11 o'clock, whatever you're standing at. If you standing in the right positions for it, you're going to see it that it's right there at 11 o'clock. And you're going to find out what is this is all about. But as you see it, those energies are still fighting in there. I'm talking about these red lines. And that is going to be you finding your intuition has to work forward for your destiny. Okay, even if the things doesn't look great within you, it can make it up this intuition right now because you have a higher forces towards you. You have Venus and Mars that you are fighting. You have that transformations that you are fighting. You have a Jupiter, which is the growth that you are fighting because you need to expand, and you're fighting the universe at the same time. Are you out of your mind? Isn't deal too much? Sometimes it's too much, but sometimes that too much, okay, is taking you out of the comfort zone. Is pushing you out to grow. Is pushing you out to get things done. Okay. And if you feel comfortable, you're not growing. But when you feel comfortable that you are uncomfortable, boy, you're gonna get some powers. You will understand. Oh, uncomfortable. That's me. I'm gonna grow. Okay, let's go. And that's what it is. I hope it's happening to you guys. Okay, that's what it was. That's the gravitational report. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, either you can contact me by email or you can post the comments below. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with you.